Jason Seal. Jason, I mean, I don't think anyone's ever had a no sleeve podcast. We did some research on this.
I don't think so.
Not at all. So kind of tell us this whole story of No Sleeve Nation. You came on my radio show years about a year ago. Now we're working together with me producing this podcast. Really excited to get the word out, but tell us about it.
So, like mentioned last year, I have been sleeveless since I can remember as far back. And it's always been a thing. It's been funny. I don't know, it was always the fat kid. So I always had like, I don't know, the arms were always constricted, I felt, I guess. So just always cut the sleeves off, various types, and just wear the crap out of shirts till they fall off. But the sleeveless was always my thing. And so much so that the official start date was back in 2023 and in October. And somebody was joking, we were joking around that year that, dude, you're so sleeveless. Why don't you could probably sell sleeveless t-shirts because I was in sales. So I said, you know what, that's not a bad idea. I had some ideas in mind. The one I have on right now was one of my very first designs. Um, Looks like Back to the Future, but it says where we're going, we don't need sleeves. I mean, I love it. Um, now another one of my first ones was the No Sleeves Till Brooklyn. I love that. And we did some other ones. And it's just fun coming up with the shirts. And we did some for the Kenny Chesney concert and July 4th of that first year, and that was big. Um, and it garnered a good following. And I wanted to keep it going, but we did it for about 2 years, 3 years, was very active, and then it just kind of. But I'm excited to get this thing relaunched and I come out with new stuff and better stuff and just getting the word out. I think it's going to be great.
So when you think about no sleeves, what made your fans so excited about buying those no sleeves? Once you figured,
Uh, well, they're comfortable. The comfort was the number one thing I wanted when I was picking out the shirt materials. These things, you can sleep in them, you can work out in them. If you sweat profusely in them, they dry pretty quick. They are a 60/40 poly cotton shirt. So there's no, they don't shrink, they're not shrinking, they're not fading. Over time they will. I mean, I wear this thing every week. I've washed it 100 times. So they last. And I think once people started wearing them, and then I started seeing them at the gym, at the LA Fitness, just out and about, people coming up to me and they're wearing them. People still coming up to me 10 years later, still wearing the shirt. So that kind of resonated with me. And I just think, if we can bring that back. I had people taking pictures in there wearing them for all kind of events and like Tough Mudders and races and different sports and working out or at concerts. That was a big one. Um, Everybody likes getting sleeveless to go to a country concert. That was a big one a while back, but I don't know. It was a cool thing. It still has that small feel, and like I mentioned to you, I touch and physically cut and stitch every shirt that comes through. So you get that little bit of love with the shirts.
and why is that important with custom stitching?
Well, it's not I follow the guidelines for three different cuts. The tough cut, which is the close one to the traps. Then I got the muscle cut in the middle, and then I have what I call the Yinzer cut, which basically I've always said that's like a dad at a pirate game. If you ever see him when he cuts his own sleeves off. Um, they're similar, but not everyone's exactly the same. So you're getting a one of one cut shirt with a funny saying on it. They're comfortable. It's just I don't think and like you said, we've looked and there's not really much. There's not many companies doing that. I mean, it's not that manufactured look from like Under Armour or Nike. You see it, Dick's. But it's I don't know. I think the hometown feel and comfort is a big one. Um, and they feel like they're part of the no sleep family.
Yeah, and that family you're creating. Now, women's side of things, that's a popular side too. Did you start first with men, or did you also have women right off the bat?
I had both right off the bat because I mean, you when you're at the gym, you see everybody and women with the tanks, the cutoffs, the racerbacks. Like I was like, man, if this hits for the men, it's gonna hit for the women too. So, and the girls were just as pumped to buy the shirts, take pictures in them, shoot them back for the website, for the Instagram. And I got a lot of positive responses from the girls, for sure. So I was glad I did both at the same time.
And so that was not, so basically tell me that kind of design. What did the girls compared to the guys?
The girls, I kept it more with just my circular logo on most of the stuff, but just different colors. Like I offered them black with pink, black with white, white shirts with blue, pink shirts with black, turquoise or like a teal with white, turquoise and teal with a pink. And then also the purple. And the purple was a big seller, especially in the racerbacks. Purple with the white logo. So I kind of kept it simple with them. But I'm open to, we can put out some funny girl ones this year. I haven't done that in a long time. The guys were more like where we're going, we don't need sleeves, or Rage Against the Sleeves, or
So how do you come up with some of these? Or they come up with them also?
I came up with most of them. Like No Sleeves Till Brooklyn, I think was already kind of floating around, but I did not see Where We're Going, We Don't Need Sleeves. I love this one so much. And then it became some parody, like the NSN looks like NWO. Rage Against the Sleeves, my buddy Smithers came up with that. And then drew it up. Sleeveless in Seattle. There's also It's Always Sleeveless in Philadelphia. Like we another one from Anchorman is It's Always or You Stay Sleeveless San Diego. So it was like just kind of just play on words. I love puns, so it's kind of fun thinking of them.
Exactly. Wow. A lot of interesting things for sure. And what the ultimate goal is to provide. So what the new, we'll be providing news as well. But people, you're ready to get things rolling again, and people could go where to basically go ahead and purchase the shirts right now.
Yes. And it's just in time, summer's in full swing. It's hot. I mean,
Yeah,
is it
we,
100 and some degrees where you're at? Because it is where I'm at.
and best place people can go.
NoSleeveNation.com. And that's a good, when you Google No Sleeve Nation or sleeveless shirts, it typically comes up pretty quick. So you can get on there. Um, all the shirts are open to buy. So whatever you click on, we'll get the orders rolling. Um, and I look forward to getting back into, stitching them up and cutting them. And it's going to be fun.
All right. Sounds good, Jason. Appreciate it. That was a special simulcast.